What if today's AI stock craze is just 1873's railroad mania reborn? Does today's AI promise to rewire our future the same way railroads once stitched together a nation? Both were hailed as unstoppable revolutions. Both drew in billions of dollars, and both carried a dangerous trap beneath the gold. In 1873, that trap snapped shut. The railroad boom crashed, and America fell into a 6-year depression. Unemployment hit around 14%. That's 1 in 7 workers suddenly out of luck. Families couldn't feed their kids. Lights went out. People were desperate. Riots broke out. Blood hit the streets. This isn't just some old story from the past. It's a warning for right now. So let's hop on that iron horse and see what it can teach us about today. It's 1865. The Civil War's finally over, and the country's trying to rebuild. And railroads, they're the big thing. These weren't just trains. They were basically the internet of their time, connecting people faster than ever across massive distances. The growth was insane. In just 7 years, track mileage doubled from 35,000 to 70,000 miles. That's enough track to circle the Earth almost 3 times. And the government? They threw gas on the fire. Over 170 million acres of free land, bigger than Texas, handed out to railroad companies. Everyone saw profit everywhere. Shipping costs dropped by 90%. Towns connected to the rails skyrocketed in value overnight. People rushed in. Farmers mortgaged their land. Rich Europeans sent money across the ocean. Even widows invested their savings, all chasing can't-miss returns. Then came Jay Cooke, the guy who'd raised money for the Union during the war. He was a marketing genius, selling bonds to everyday Americans through ads and traveling salesmen. Now, he's pushing railroad bonds. 7 to 10% returns sounded rock solid. Money poured in, but under all that excitement, the foundation was starting to crack. See where this sounds familiar? Kind of like today's AI hype, right? Railroads were being built to towns that didn't exist yet. Construction costs soared. Some lines operated at a loss from day one. Banks lent aggressively. Investors, blinded by optimism, ignored the warning signs. Then came the first shock from abroad. In May 1873, Vienna's stock market collapsed, shaken by its own speculation bubble. European capital, critical to American railroad financing, began drying up. Credit tightened. Interest rates crept up. By summer, smaller banks were failing. Yet the frenzy drowned out the warnings. And then, on September 18, 1873, Jay Cooke and Company, the nation's most trusted financial name, closed its doors. The firm held $100 million in Northern Pacific bonds it couldn't sell and couldn't meet its obligations. Panic spread like wildfire. The New York Stock Exchange shut down for 10 days, the longest closure in its history. But this is just the beginning. Stay tuned to see how America spiraled into one of its worst depressions. Then the bubble pops. Between 1873 and 1875, 18,000 businesses collapse. 89 railroads go bankrupt. Banks that had lent huge sums just vanish, taking people's savings with them. Unemployment shoots to around 14%. Tens of thousands of families have no income. Picture the scene. Long lines outside locked bank doors. People waiting, hoping their money's still there. New York, Philadelphia, Chicago. Everywhere the same fear. Hunger spreads. Soup kitchens can't keep up. By 1877, frustration boils over. The Great Railroad Strike starts in West Virginia after yet another wage cut. Workers walk out, and it spreads fast. Baltimore, Pittsburgh, St. Louis, Chicago. In Pittsburgh, troops open fire on crowds. Over 20 people are killed. Hundreds of locomotives and thousands of rail cars burn to the ground. The rails that once meant progress now symbolize destruction. The nation eventually rebuilds. Labor reforms, new banking rules, and the Interstate Commerce Act start taking shape. People finally realize even the most revolutionary tech can crash hard when greed takes over. So here's the question. Could AI face something like that? A pushback, a correction, maybe even a strike back from regulators? Fast forward to now. The new railroads? Their data centers, chips, and algorithms. By 2025, investors have thrown almost $193 billion into AI. So, is that the fuel for the future? Or the start of another runaway train? Companies are building huge AI infrastructure for ideas that don't even exist yet. Just like railroads once built tracks to towns that weren't there. The dream is massive. AI could change healthcare, rewrite office work, reshape every industry it touches. And the buzzwords sound familiar, don't they? Inevitable, transformative, invest now or get left behind. But underneath all that optimism, cracks are showing. Lots of AI companies are bleeding cash. Interest rates are up. Regulations are tightening. Energy costs are climbing fast. The era of cheap money? Probably over. Now, don't get me wrong. The tech is real. It's powerful. But timing and capital still decide who survives. In 1872, railroads were the future. Still, the bubble burst. AI might be the future too, but even the future can get overpriced. So yeah, revolutionary tech brings progress. But speculation? It can outrun reality fast. Are we on a runaway train? Or is there still track left before the crash? So that was the panic of 1873. A story about innovation, greed, and how fast everything can fall apart. From railroads to data centers, the pattern's hard to miss. What do you think we are in the AI cycle right now? Comment 1 if you think we're near the top, bubble about to burst. Comment 2 if you think there's still a long way to go. Or 3 if you believe AI is a whole different story this time. If you like this, make sure to subscribe. We've got more stories just like this coming. Next up, Tulip Mania, the original blueprint for speculative madness. From railroads to AI, human ambition always finds a way to repeat itself. The real question is, will we recognize the warning signs before it's too late? Thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next station.